I just had a meeting with a very heavy hitter in the junk removal space.
How we doing?
This is the first time we're introducing you on the channel.
It's my debut.
What type of avatars have you seen get approved through SBA lending on the franchise directory list?
Like you said, it is easier for them to do it right off the bat because there's...
I heard you only have a single motor in that thing. Is that true?
We had the same ambitions, same goals. We both wanted to go to the same place.
So you hit the stage of informed pessimism. What is up, fellas? We are out here at the Tampa Bay office. Guys, I just had a meeting with a very heavy hitter in the junk removal space. Can't really say who it is or what company they're with, but big things coming soon here, guys. I want you guys to stay tuned. Today we have a big meeting with the franchising lawyer. So I was actually going to wait to announce this, but I'll just start out there now. We are franchising Junk Punks, guys. So that means if you want to open Junk Punks in your city, that is going to be an option now. So guys, let's go find out kind of how this meeting goes, ask the lawyer some questions, figure out when we can start opening up these franchises, guys, and let's check it out. Yo, yo!
Yo, what's going on, dog? How you doing?
Let's get it. Ready for this?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Guys, this is Ryder. This is the co-founder of Junk Punks.
How we doing? How we
I guess
doing?
this is the first time we're introducing you on the channel.
It's my debut.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guys, so me and Ryder started the company together 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. And finally, we're getting to the time where we're doing what we want to do with it, with franchising and stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When we first started, it was obviously just Logan and I. And when we first started, we kind of had the vision of covering the entire U.S. with Junk Punks. And so from that first time on that truck, you know, we're looking on how can we systemize this so we can do it on scale across the entire country.
100%. I guess when we started it, we probably didn't realize how difficult it actually was at the time, but we learned, keep getting better and better every single day, every single week, and now we're at the point where it's a reality for us to be able to make this a nationwide brand. I mean, it really is crazy. If you guys aren't familiar with franchising or the process at all, you have to put together an FDD. It's a franchise disclosure document, and it's basically letting your franchisees know the risk that's associated with buying whatever franchise company you're selling. You have to go through financial statements, background checks, all this type of stuff that is in this big multi-100-page document. And that is what we're working on today. We are meeting with the lawyer to get that document actually drafted up and all finished up.
Point to being able to get to this point is to be able to have the current systems and team and money coming in to be able to support the franchise team. Because obviously we want to set these people up for success when they're going out and starting these locations. And we're finally at that point where with our 2 locations in 2 totally different states, we now have the income coming in to support those new franchise locations. Did you first started, we didn't know if we wanted to go franchising or if we wanted to go a private route. But I think the more research we've done, you kind of have to franchise if you're going to go that fast, that quick, unless you have a ton of capital and the team in place already.
Yeah, for sure. And I think too, I mean, one thing that's been so great about the business for us is like obviously owning the business ourselves. Like that's why I wanted to get into this business. I always want to start my own company because I really don't think I could see myself working for someone else, just being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing for Ryder. Yeah. So owning your own company like how we do now is like just a crazy luxury in life, and just to be able to spread that opportunity for other people who see what we do, see the hard work we put in, and are willing to put that hard work in and, you know, see the fruits of their labor after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, however long it takes to get your business, you know, up and running. But dude, yeah, I mean, it's really a dream, to be honest, to be able to have people who are reaching out to us that are like-minded, similar in age, and we're able to provide a lot of help to them, or, you know, just opportunity to these people that are young grinders right now, where we're in an interesting world where there's AI and all this technology stuff, and there's just not that many people that are doing blue collar work anymore, which is all the reason that we should double down on it. And it's going to be a gigantic industry, even way bigger than it is right now in the next coming years. So, I mean, I'm just glad we're early to it.
I mean, you look at someone like Maudine, who's been with us since the start, and the guy has put everything into it. It's paid off, and I mean, he's got a great future. Look at the guy.
But all right, guys, we're about to hop in this lawyer meeting and get this done. Talk to you guys right after it, all right? Yo, get the fuck out of here. What type of avatars have you seen get approved through SBA lending on the franchise directory list?
The SBA generally makes it easier for people to get loans. What the degree is, right? Like, so exactly what would make you qualify,
Yeah.
I don't know that specifically.
Gotcha.
If you have a
All right, guys, we just had a really good meeting with the lawyer. We got a lot of things to discuss. We're about to go grab some dinner now, talk it over dinner. We got a lot of work to do, brother.
Yeah, a few finalizations on the FDD, a few things that we need to straighten out by next week, and then we should be ready to hit the road and start scaling across the U.S. pretty quickly here.
Yes, sir.
There's a few things that we need to figure out as far as what we can say when we're making these videos. So we got to figure out exactly what we can put in our content so we're not breaking any rules as far as advertising for our franchisees and our franchises. And it's kind of crazy how we got to this point. Logan and I met at our first internship together, so we both reached out to the same boss, or the person that we worked for. His name is Justin, and he actually has his own real estate team. And we both reached out to him because he was kind of the nearest local guy making content in the real estate and financial space. And so Logan and I both reached out to him, and Logan was actually my intern. And the very first time I met Logan, we were door knocking in a neighborhood. And that was actually one of my first times door knocking as well. And Logan and I were going door to door trying to sell painting jobs, giving estimates. And that's when we first met and realized that him and I were very, very like-minded. We had the same ambitions, same goals. We both wanted to go to the same place, and we were both all in on whatever we were gonna do. We didn't even know what it was when we first moved down here. It was gonna be solar sales actually in Miami. They didn't end up providing housing to us in Miami, so Logan was like, would you do junk removal? And I was like, maybe. He didn't think I had it in me to get out there on a truck, but him and I got out there for 3 months before we added down Maudine and our first few guys. And now went from him and I on the truck to 25 in less than 2.5 years. So really excited for where we're going and what we're working on now.
You guys want to see who's gonna run out of gas first?
I heard you only have a single motor in that thing. Is that true? No, I think one of the big benefits of working with someone that, I've been best friends with for 4 years is that we're comfortable enough to scream in each other's face until we figure out, the best option. And you're gonna have disagreements. There's gonna be 2 different ways to get to the end goal. And that's, one thing that we've decided, if we can delegate or split up responsibilities, we have the same end goal. So it's really just, how fast can we execute, and are we slowing ourselves down by discussing things together when we have the same end goal? So, I mean, just being able to discuss with Logan pretty much anything and everything without having that, discomfort of trying to piss him off or something that isn't right to say. We're usually able to work through just about anything, even if it means we're screaming at each other. It's all in good intent, and we know that, we're on the same vision, we have the same goals, and so it's just trying to figure out the best way to do so. And sometimes you have to beef it out a little bit to figure out what that best option is, but in the end, we have the same end goal and same mission. So it's usually aligned. It's just that we have different ways of getting there.
So in that meeting, there was some really good stuff and some really not so good stuff that the lawyer kind of talked about. So biggest positives. So we started this whole process over a year ago now, starting to get this FDD drafted. So it's been a very, 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 very long process. And honestly, some of that's been on us. We probably could have worked on a few things faster. But anyway, we have everything ready now. So I was kind of expecting the lawyer to say, we still have to kind of do some legal filings, and it's going to be about 4 to 8 weeks until we're able to really sell franchises. But he basically told us once we get him the information that he needs, we can sell same day. So we probably will be looking here in the next, I'd say 4 weeks to really sell our first location. But some things we got to work on that the lawyer brought up are some financial performance documents. So when you're selling a franchise, different from people selling courses, right? Online, you're on TikTok, YouTube, you see all these people talking about making money in different weird niche industries, and they're actually selling a course to you, and that's how they're making the majority of their money, right? Maybe they made a small portion of their money by doing the thing they're selling the course on, but most of these guys are making the majority of the money by selling you the course. We have been tempted with starting a course or selling a course on how to do junk removal since the day we started. We've seen company by company on social media basically either shut down their company, sell their company, just to start selling courses. And guys, the real reason that this kind of happens, it happens in every single business, because every business, you're going to start the business off someone's going to tell you about a new business idea, right? You're going to start doing it, and you have uninformed optimism at that point, right? You don't know what the business is. All you've heard about it is good things, so you think it's like the next big thing. You think it's the new easy way to make money. It's going to be nice and quick. You jump ship, you start that business. You quickly will hit a plateau on that business from a lack of experience, from a lack of ever running a business before, and from a lack of ever doing, whatever specific niche thing you're doing that's a very high income thing, right? So you hit a plateau and then basically have one of two options. You can either pivot or you can try to break through that plateau and get to the next level. So you hit the stage of informed pessimism. That's when you understand the business and you actually understand that it's not a perfect business and it has flaws just like every other business. Once you hit that point, that's when you either pivot or you get through that stage and you can then start excelling again, right? Guys, every single business has parts of it that suck. Every business has skeletons in the closet that people don't like to talk about. People like to glorify their industry, which, makes sense. But if you talk to anyone in private equity or people that have started multiple businesses, own multiple businesses, and have been successful, they'll all tell you the same thing. Really, every single business is the same.
How's it going?
Pretty good. We gotta just go day by day, finish a task, one task a day. Because each of these tasks, guys, are gonna be like very long tasks. Yeah,
12,
it's not quick.
12, 14 hours
Which
each.
it's beautiful because we have all of the information that we need because we've just been doing it for so long now. We just have to document it. So, and I think this is something we've kind of neglected doing is documenting our systems. But the reason we've neglected is because we keep improving our systems. So every week we're making some change to make our system more efficient right now. Our average goal for each truck from $1,000 a day to $2,500 a day. Like 2.5x what we thought was possible per truck.
100%.
Like, that's
100%.
crazy.
I mean, dude, just thinking back on the truckloads that we were doing back then, like we were basically doing free jobs for the community. I mean, we weren't making anything on top of our fees and marketing expenses. So
100%.
that was big for us to get our pricing right, or else you're just quite literally not able to scale.
Yeah. A lot of those jobs we did early, we were so underpriced on, but I really think it helped us out so much just from all the reviews we got, all the just word of mouth that came from those jobs, and also the experience under our belt from those jobs. Like I would say the first 12 months that we were in business, we were priced improperly.
Yeah. We only lost one job the entire time of quoting jobs. This lady, and it was a really great quote, and that was the first time we got the door slammed in our face.
Dude, literally, and I've never even had that happen since then. No. But that's a perfect example, guys. Like when you make a shift in business, you try something new. If it doesn't work the first time, it's like stuff takes time to test. Like you gotta test stuff, let it run, make adjustments, retest it, and that's what business is, guys. You're gonna have something that works, but you want something that works better next to it. So like whatever you have, you pretty much always need to be testing something new and that's better and that's different all the time. Whether that's a landing page that's using for marketing, whether that's certain ads you're using on Google, whether that is
an unnecessary process, something that was put in there that could be deleted. Like if something doesn't serve a good purpose, just get rid of it. And there's been things that you add in, but oftentimes we're removing something. For example, like our tracking sheet and how we track daily numbers. With Maudine working on that live tracker on the TV, we have live KPIs and stats on the TV every single day, and that saves 2-3 hours a week for those operation managers when they're doing those numbers. So systems like that you're just constantly finding ways to improve things has been huge.
And I think with our commission system, like we've finally found something that's going to work to like track commissions for everyone accurately. And it's like we're 3 years in and we've just found like the way to track our commissions properly, like the most efficient way. Like 3 years in, like imagine if we quit after the first 12 months. Like
100%.
Guys, if you're quitting stuff after the first year of starting it, like you have no chance for success in this world. Guys, obviously very big day. We met with very high person in the junk removal industry. We met with the franchise attorney of one of the biggest junk removal companies in the country, who is making our FDE. Guys, so if you're thinking about starting your own junk removal company, you have questions about what we're talking about, hit us on Instagram, guys, the Junk Punks on Instagram. We respond to every single DM, It might take us a minute because we do get a decent amount, but if you guys hit us on the DMs, we'll respond to you. Only if it's junk removal stuff. Don't hit us up with anyway. And obviously, this is all behind the scenes stuff. We're not professional like content creators, but what we are good at obviously is junk removal. So if you're trying to take your location from one location to 2 to 3 to 4 locations, or you're having problems with employees or whatever is going on in your location right now, we can fix those problems. We might not be the best at the content stuff, but if it's junk removal, guys, hit us up. We'll respond to every single message you send us. So don't be afraid, guys.
And yeah, let us know if there's any types of videos that you guys want to see. Obviously, we're documenting the entire journey, and I almost wish that we did it sooner, but I feel like we just hit the ground running so fast that we never ever took the time to pick up a camera.
Yeah.
And now it's like, we should really document what we're doing here.
Absolutely, but now we're here, guys. You guys are with us for the journey, so hit those links in the description. We'll see you guys next video.